stream.
Internet, hang on. Okay, it is now. So,
are we here?
Hang on.
Where are we?
Welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I don't know if this is working or not, but if it is, hello to anybody that might have stumbled upon this by accident. I did not call promotion for this because I didn't really think it was worth it. So there's a positive introduction for this this endeavour. Okay, we've got almost a full crew on board this evening. So I'm going to hand over introductions to the players. So to my screen left, no, screen right. Sorry, that's wrong completely. Screen right is Craig.
Oh shit!
Craig, you're up. Tell us about your character and stuff.
Who am I? I play Cray, a reptilian bugbear fighter. Sometimes remembers he's got amnesia. Yeah, that's it. That was great. Flawless. My page
Well
unloaded, so I can't read
It's not like
anything.
you are doing this at all.
My notes
Right.
aren't there.
I think
Yeah,
after like 3 years we'd get better.
yeah.
It's deep roleplay, man. I've got amnesia.
So below Craig is Kat,
Hello.
who isn't eating for once.
Well,
During the
I
Yet.
did my eating. I did my eating. Tom has just finished eating, so he may hand me a magnum.
all right. I think that's acceptable.
It's not a request.
Instructional.
We can
Magnums.
who makes Magnum? Is it Walls? I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
Make,
It just
make
says Magnum on
furnishes
it.
with complimentary Magnums for next
Oh, I
session.
wish.
Yeah.
Get to
Lifetime
find out.
supply of Magnums.
Well, we swapped between Magnums and Soleros.
Oh, we had some knockoff Soleros actually
Oh.
today, and they were as good.
Well, the opposite of ice cream is
Is
Kayla.
good segue, Kat.
Segue, nice. Bring it back on
See,
track.
Craig, that's a professional at work.
Yeah. So, Kayla, I play Kayla. She's a lilac skinned tiefling. She has an affinity for fire, which is not like ice cream. Her combined prowess of whip and flames makes her a formidable part of the Misfits. Blowing up anything in her path, she runs from her troubled past. How long until that catches up with her and gives her the opportunity to take revenge she deserves?
Pro.
I've learnt more about your character in that last 10
Oh, he gave me a magnum anyway.
Yeah.
That was worth Magnum.
That's
Yes.
I had a deal with Tom that if you did well, he would reward you with a Magnum. There you go.
Oh,
All
he
because
was
of
in
me.
on it. He was in
Yeah.
on it. It was
Yeah.
the
Is
it
reward for
is
actually
it
writing
rules?
an intro.
Yeah. Nice, Kat. Okay.
3 years
so,
in.
Max, tell us about your dead
God.
character.
Hi, I'm Max. I play a character called Bog. My adopted son Grog is dead. Long
no.
live Grog.
Grog lives.
God.
Bog's a gnomish wizard, and his dead partner slash transportation Grog was a huge lumbering ogre.
Past tense already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gonna let him go. He's gone.
Nice, master.
We have options.
No effort to revive him. He's fucking dead. He's dead.
People can die.
We could bring him back.
Okay, Mike, please hit us with the wisdom.
Okay, I am playing Ezra. Cool as ice, smooth as cream. See what I did there? Ezra brings some much needed sophistication to the misfit rabble. An Ozmar Bard paladin, he tests the might of both pen and sword, striving for feats of heroism worthy of his own tales.
Ooh. Oh,
You've heard all that before.
Neat. Yeah.
So
but Mike,
he is
the
like,
delivery
so
this
he's ice
time
cream.
is flawless. Like that. Smooth
Because I was reading directly from it this time.
Smooth and cream. Like you said. All right, last but not least, we have Has.
Hello, I'm Haz. I play a cinnamon and straw scented seasonal boy Bramble, a hexling pale whiz kid from a corn patch somewhere in plains of Faerun, with a penance for a menace and a glare equally as devilish. Here to somewhat uphold the law and order in this twisted sort of way. God, I almost missed
There was a question mark there. What's
Am I following the law? I had to question myself. I'm like, am I actually upholding the law?
Am I the Lord?
Are you bejeweled? Have you got decor? Am I looking at decor? Have you got chandeliers? Lovely. I'm jealous. I want one. Okay, cool. So, recap time. Basically, you have gone through at least 2 gargantuan-sized beasts and almost defeated Warduke before he teleported away from you onto another of the beasts that is now stomping its way over towards you under his direction via its rider, who is commanding it currently. And this one looks like a gigantic feline brute of some kind, with like multiple limbs and far more muscular than you're accustomed to see in a cat, even a big cat like a lion or a saber-tooth. And where did we leave it? I can't remember. You'd fallen to the floor off Khan as it crumbled, because Khan.
No, just me and Ezra fell to the floor.
Yeah, so you took some wounds from that fall, didn't you? Whereas the rest of you are still riding upon the back of the ancient gold dragon Oranax, who is aiding you in this fight.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll pick up from you guys lying in the dirt, like.
I was going to say, the last thing I remember was I think you were going to pick up the shield, correct, Ray? Or someone was?
Oh, you're going to try and find Warduke's shield amongst the rubble.
I think.
Or you're going to try and find the statue of Khan.
Ezra's going to look for the shield, and I was going to look for Khan's statue near where the head dropped.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, you can do that. I'm just going to put some music on in the background. Here we go, courtesy of Helmed Catastrophe, who are an excellent Dungeon Synth label, with all of their releases that you may hear samples of on this stream on Bandcamp. Anyway, yeah. So what are you doing then, gang? Am I right? Who is in the rubble? Ezra and Cray and who else?
Just Ez.
Just Ezra and Cray, and everybody else was on the back
of
Fortnite.
Made it, yeah.
What about Sith? Where was Sith?
I think we made a jump for Sith, like we rolled.
And did he make it?
Yeah.
So he just safely, like, on like the ruins of the top of a building or something, like waiting to see what happens next. Okay.
So, as I was going to say, while we're down here, may as well see if we can find the idol for the big guy.
Grandma's gonna look down like, I think his lips are moving. He's saying something. I can't tell.
So I'd like to cast Locate Object.
Nice.
Okay. Hang on, I'll tell you what that does. Or maybe you know, I don't know. Do you know?
Locate object.
Does describe or name an object that's familiar to you. So the idol that summons. What's his name? Bony dude.
Khan.
So we can sense the object, sense the direction to the object, as long as it's within 1,000 feet, and I can maintain that for 10 minutes.
Okay. So you get a magical ping from where this thing is, somewhere quite far below you, up in the heap of rubble and bones shards that are collected around the area where Khan crumbled into pieces. So it would take a significant amount of digging to get through to it, but you know where it is, but it is more or less below you somewhere, amongst the debris that you are in and amongst and on top of.
Okay, so I guess I'll say to Cray, I think it's beneath us, but I don't know how far down.
I'll start digging. What check would that be? Would that be?
strength. I would assume strength athletics.
Oh, okay. So that's a 28. Already rolled.
28. Okay, so yeah, you basically you start shifting as much of the detritus and rubble out of the way to try and dig your way down under Ezra's direction, but you see that this feline monster is just like like cannoning its way across the fields of the dead towards you.
Can I ask Oranax?
That's the other game.
Yeah. There are fields of dead. Just
the necropolis. What's the necropolis called in Waterdeep? I have completely
the
forgotten.
city of the dead.
The city of the dead. So, yeah.
Okay, can I ask Oranax to quickly, if we can swoop down and help with whatever they do down there?
Or blast the cat in the face.
You can do if you want to.
In
He's like,
this case, it'll be useful to get on his back. So
yeah. So he's like, what do you want me to do? Say again.
I'll call to Oranax, like waving down. We need some help trying to dig out the idol. I'm not sure we'll be able to do it in time, but it's somewhere beneath this rubble.
So he shouts to you, doesn't look likely. Okay. And then dives down towards where you are, Cray.
Does it seem like there's seconds or minutes?
Oh yeah,
before
like
the other things come in?
instantly on you, imminently.
Oh shit, okay.
But I will allow you to do.
I'll climb on his back then, in that case.
Okay, so what is it? I'm just bringing up a web page so I can kind of map or in. So here it is. Whoa. So yeah, it's coming at you from the city of the dead. So it's like smashing through buildings. The street is like exploding with each of its huge paws as they smash down onto the ground. So Ezra, you've climbed back up onto Oranax. Craig, are you continuing to keep digging?
I'm digging for my buddy.
Okay, so can you? So Oranax says to all of you, he's like, "It's nearly here. Shall I take off again? What do you want to do, Pink One?" He's talking to you, Craig.
Yeah, go! Distract the giant cat!
You're going to stay here and keep digging.
Yeah, I'm going to find
So
Con.
he beats his wings and flies. So do everybody? Can somebody who's controlling Oranax do a dex? Actually, no. Do a strength athletics check. Well, I think that's very good.
Who has the deeds up?
I've got it. It's just be strength because he hasn't got any of that shit.
Save few spells, right?
27.
You know, I think that's going to beat me, despite the fact that I'm just trying to find the monster stats. Come on, where are you? Good gravy. Too many pages.
That's gracious.
Use all of its abilities that you can use on us.
Nervous laugh.
So you got
27, yeah. Oh, Aaron, you just went green. Oh no, you're back again.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Special effects going on.
It's rude to point it out.
Is he still there?
He's kind of frozen.
It's like a slideshow at my end.
Yeah. It's like PowerPoint.
Oh.
Wait, we can hear you though.
He's got a slow, concerned face. He's in his bedroom.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gone.
Oh, he's gone upstairs, that's why.
yeah.
Ah, I see. I didn't even realise. Oh no.
The gremlin has returned.
Of course, some technical hiccups.
Hello? Can you hear me? See me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's the
That was
first of
good.
them. That's
Yeah.
the first gremlin.
Is stream still going?
Is the stream still going? Can somebody
It
check?
is, yes. But
Okay. I'm glad that was captured for posterity.
there's just a big your face.
Yeah. It's like reset the whole fucking window.
Oh.
Why? No, that should do it. So I've gone green again.
Have you?
Temporarily.
Can you
Oh,
still?
there we go. I can see us all in Oslots now on the stream. Oh, no.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
How about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's updated on the stream too.
Good grief. All right. Well, I guess we're going to be having fun with that for the rest of the session.
Charlie Brown.
So I got a 17. So you actually beat me.
Cool. Cool. Is he gone again?
Oh no.
Are you still there, Aaron?
No. That's so weird. Why would it be working for you downstairs but not for Aaron upstairs?
I guess because he's streaming as well.
Yeah. Is it a computing power thing? Or then?
I don't know. It's coming back.
Possibly. I can see him moving, but I can't hear him.
Can't hear Aaron.
I think it's showing the symbol, just like no headset symbol in your thing.
Deafened.
It popped up.
You turned off your microphone or something? I might be wrong about that though.
Video quality
I
picked
can't
up
see
like
that.
the speed of it, you know?
No, so
No,
funny.
that's no better.
What did you turn on before? Did you open Chrome or something?
Get rid of Chrome!
Yeah, as soon as you went, oh, let me just look for some stats, and then as soon as you did that, it went poopy.
Eating your
Made the
RAM.
mistake of made the mistake of opening Chrome on his file.
Can you hear me now?
We can, yes.
I've had to switch to my webcam mic because it's
That's weird.
somehow suddenly just stopped.
Sounds alright though, to be fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds fine.
I don't know what was going on there.
Just
Jeez.
remind me, what mic am I using right now?
Okay, I guess we've not ironed out all the fucking tech gremlins, have we?
Yeah.
I
It seems to.
We
don't
can
know how to solve these problems. It's beyond me at the minute.
We are
Okay,
consistent.
so Craig, what did you get for your? You do another strength athletics check?
Another one. Okay.
4 next.
For Craig.
Oh, for Cray.
Yeah.
27.
27. All right. So yeah, you're like deep
Alright,
down
last
into
time.
rubble now, like in bold as the others from Oranax's back can see just like debris being thrown up from the hole that Cray has dug himself into. As you get closer to this beast in the air, so how far up have you guys decided to take Oranax? Like, is he within? I mean, is he going to engage or is he keeping his distance? What's the plan here? It's up to you, obviously, as a group.
In terms of
Go for guys on the head again, right?
Yeah.
This
Like, is
one-
there someone? I'm assuming there's someone on the head of this.
There's two.
There's Warduke, who this is where he sort
Oh
of
yeah, of
bolted
course.
to.
I remember that.
That's when he escaped from you.
Yeah.
The big statue doing.
It's making its way towards this new threat. As soon as so you've still got the use of the honourable knight.
Could we come in behind the statue? So if we like follow the statue behind, it does its attack, and then we can
Using it like a shield.
Yeah.
pop out from behind and be like, wow.
Because we don't We don't. Does everybody have ranged attacks that you could use?
Oh shit!
Oh no.
It's gone again. He's back again.
No. No.
Your green screen's gone on.
The green's got you.
Feeling green.
But yeah, maybe we could do that. But judging.
Because we could drop people off on the head.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this thing, looking at the appendages in Roll20,
I reckon.
like, I do not think that.
Oh, actually, yeah, I have just seen that.
Yeah, that's what I'm staring at. I reckon.
Am I back?
You're back.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah. I reckon same tactic as before. Go in with a blast of weakening breath, because that knocked Khan's chances down massively.
I do have a spell I want to try, and it's like a low-level spell that I have, but I'm not sure if it will work. And it's blindness, deafness, and you can make a creature go blind or deaf. But like, would that work on such a big creature? I don't know.
I don't know.
Try it.
The DC's probably real high.
Depends whether we want to metagame or not. But
Yeah. Constitution roll, so I'm like, hey.
if we're
I'm gonna try it
metagaming,
anyway.
then legendary saving throws.
I'm gonna cast wall of fire around them, like as a circle, like and
Not on the
fire.
head.
Yeah, just so that they're all like trapped within it and they take damage if they.
Oh, okay, if you want to do
again.
that, I do have Hunger of Hadar as well, which you open a gateway of darkness between the stars.
Are we all in the back of Warduke right now?
Yeah.
Cray Cray's just
I'm still
digging.
digging.
Oh, Cracker's digging.
Yeah.
I guess if we have a moment, I'll cast Bless on us, but yeah.
What does your one do? Has?
Oh, it just opens a portal where tentacles pop out of and attack
Fuck
things.
yeah.
I mean,
Surprise, tentacles.
what do you defeat tentacles with? More tentacles.
Yeah.
Look at the appendages, I'm like, I can do tentacles.
They can have like a tentacle wrestling match.
Bitch,
What?
call those tentacles? I'll show you tentacles.
Do you know what's better than tentacles?
Things tentacles are bigger than you.
Oh yeah, Hunger of Hadar is level 3.
You know what's better than tentacles though? Twenticles.
Oh no.
Oh,
Dad
dear.
joke.
I literally just thought that. Oh shit.
Only the dads are allowed to make those jokes.
Tentacles.
Okay, so
Opposed to
you're
10.
piloting or a bit like behind the Honourable Knight as the Honourable Knight's like stomping its way to meet this new threat. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah. But you're not making any attack with Warduke at the moment.
I think we should do.
Maybe we could ready an action so that when it engages with the Honourable Knight, or when the Honourable Knight engages with it, that could be when Oranax kind of surprise, motherfucker.
We should do the weakening breath. It was,
Yeah, I
it was a
think
real
weakening breath.
boon. Yeah.
Did
That's
we try that
what-
last week and it didn't work?
No, it did work. It
Oh,
reduced
okay.
Khan's strength, saves, and attack.
Right, yes.
The Horn dude, or whatever his name is, Warduke, he saved, but the
Yeah,
Khan
that's
didn't
what it must
save.
be.
Let's hope Warduke is still somewhat weakened.
Yeah, so his DC might drop. He doesn't have his shield, so his AC will be lower. That's not
The other
best
thing I
practice.
can do, like now that
Oh,
Like-
really?
I've got my sort of sense together, is when he tries to. No, I can't. Never mind. I run out of bardic inspiration.
Use some hexes. What can I use? I don't want to be.
I have so little left. it's,
I have loads of medium level spells.
Yeah,
I don't even have those.
I have.
Like if I
Insect
cast
Blade, which
Bless,
is,
then all I've got is
fifth
4
level.
first levels and a 3rd level. That is it. But I think it's worth casting Bless because that seems to work quite well. I can do that on 5 people. So that's everyone except Cray Cray.
Hmm. Remember,
He's already blessed.
yeah,
Issue my child.
he's special. Remember the vulnerable spots on a kaiju.
It's 7 buttholes.
Oh, you think we can do that? We can like get it to aim its own appendage of its own butthole.
Oh,
Or cast
Aaron's just like,
suggestion
oh,
on
no.
a tentacle. Ah! Why am I
I haven't
doing it?
prepared for that. You have to win that.
I
Can't
don't
you
think
just-
anybody is prepared for that.
Can't you just fight a monster normally?
No.
No.
This is the way. Right.
Yeah, I'd wanna. I'm gonna cast the wall of fire around them so that they can't like get out without taking damage. And then if we just sort of like nuke the same area.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we have time to do an action before it all kicks, before we roll initiative, Aaron?
No, definitely not. I mean, you can prepare something as like a ready action, but there's no surprise here because it's already
I
almost
don't
off.
even want to.
I mean, it's running towards us, isn't it?
Or-
So-
Oh yeah, you can do that if you wanted to do some buffs or something.
Yeah,
like
I'll
that.
do bless on the group as Laurenax is moving into position. So that's everyone, including Laurenax, but not Cray Cray, is blessed. And not Sif, because he's not here. He doesn't get a buff.
Okay, so
Do we need to re-roll initiative?
yes, you do. Yeah, that's good. If you all could, but
Good roll. 24.
That is a good point, actually. Because Grog used to be
23.
my initiative roll. He doesn't get +4 anymore.
Oh no.
What do you get for not having legs? That's like -4.
I get. I
Oh,
think it's
do you have
-1. Got
Have you-
dexterity.
I think Bramwell's gonna feel bad and be like, would you want to ride on my back on top of my hat, perhaps,
I mean,
Are you strong enough?
to carry you?
I don't know. Do a strength check.
I'm 45 pounds. I'm not like.
Oh,
super
I got
heavy.
19.
but like, aren't you like? I assume you're lighter than that.
Oh, no, bro, 45 pounds. I think Bramwell's a lot heavier than that. He's human after all, but he's filled with food.
Okay, so yeah, that strength check does enable you to be able to lift Boggart up onto your shoulders, and you've got like his stumps.
Yeah.
It clasped around your neck.
Like, I could probably squat him like 10 times until it hurts. That's Bramwell.
But what are you
And you do that.
I know.
It's just
My
so-
side hurt.
There's no saddle here, so I mean, what? You just got hold of his ears? I mean, what?
Well, I'm thinking
Am
like
I,
you just
I'm,
want to
am I digging my stumps into his under his armpits?
All right, okay. So what? You got your arms locked over his shoulders
Yeah.
and around his
So
neck.
can you use your arms at this point?
I could use one hand, yeah.
Okay.
On the track.
Okay, I do have a noose around my neck, but please do not pull it. You know? Don't just go yank.
Yeah, yeah!
I'm just picturing the situation where Ornax like has to do like a barrel roll or something, and just grab his knife and grab onto this.
But it's like wacky races where I let it go upside down and I just like land back on him.
Yeah.
What the rest of your initiative rolls, please? I also need someone to do Oranax and the Honourable Knight as well, please.
18.
18.
I got 23, by the way.
Yeah, I've got you and Ezra down. I've got you guys down. What is your dexterity, Boggart?
0.
Okay, right. Yep. What did you get, Kat?
17.
17. Good. Cray.
21.
And what about, someone needs to roll for Sith, the Honourable Knight, and Oranax.
Should I roll for Sif?
I'll roll for the Honourable Knight.
I'll do Oranax then.
What stats are we using for Sif?
Oh,
Did you have one? Someone got one last week.
I think I built a quick build of a monk. Hang on a sec.
Oh, okay. Just on D&D Beyond. Just
Yeah.
do that.
I did indeed. Here it is.
I'll do that. That's fine. I can do that.
Hey, wait, can I send this to you? Holy shit. One second, guys, sorry.
Sorry, I can do
That's
the
alright. I'm also. I'm also getting up the honourable Maya.
Just see if you guys can access this link on the messenger. Sorry, random link.
So has anyone got Oronak's Honourable Knight or?
I've got
or Sif?
Oranax. Sorry, Oranax roll. Brain. Usually Dex for initiative, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we can look at this.
14.
14.
I've also got the honourable right.
Nice. So the Sif thing works for you guys, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, fucking awesome.
Sif got a 16.
16. Okay. 16.
So I've no idea if that monk's any good. I just really quickly built it at the end of last week.
Better
He's
than
got
no.
very high stats.
Yeah.
What did the Honourable Knight get? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Is it the initiative's Dex? Did you say as well?
Yeah.
Or 30?
Woo!
So
Seriously?
20. His Dex is 10.
Fucking hell.
I mean, sorry.
Is
20.
it
My bad.
Skill modifier.
Yeah. I have read the wrong one. It's just 20.
Yeah.
I've added the modifier. I was like, oh, 10. It's good. I think I was like in my head. I was thinking of Oranax has plus 10 as well. Like, oh yeah, that would make sense, right?
So much sense.
Okay. So Ezra gets to go first in this initiative order.
All right. So I guess
So this creature is like seconds away from, and it's charging towards you.
120 feet. Would you say?
Yeah.
Cool.
It seems to be attempting a head-on sort of collision with the Honourable Knight.
Okay. So I will fire. It seems like an impossibly long. I guess it's magic, right? It's magic. Don't overthink it, Mike.
Oh, it's magic.
Fire a guiding bolt at Warduke.
Okay. He's behind the figure riding.
Okay,
on-
then whatever's in front. Yeah.
Okay.
Figure
Yeah.
in front of him.
So.
Good.
Let's, oh wait, I don't think you have me. No. Okay. Sorry. Go on.
It's not high.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
14. Let's see.
Unless this guy's like level 1. I think.
Yeah, that hits.
What?
What?
Oh, okay.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising. Okay.
Oh wait,
so-
no. Oh wait, actually, yeah. Yeah, 14. That is a hit.
Great. Cool.
Question it.
So flash of light strikes him, and he takes 46 radiant damage.
Ooh, brilliant.
The next attack roll made against that target, so that the guy at the front there, will be done at advantage.
Is that a guiding bolt?
There's mystical dim light glittering on the target. So the damage he takes is 17. Not bad for a first level spell.
14. Okay.
No.
What is your? Let me see. Who's probably closest to this? Ezra, what is your current HP?
HP
Yeah, maximum.
maximum. My
Yeah.
maximum is 93.
90.
Very much not the same thing as my current HP.
No, sorry, I meant as in your current maximum
My
HP.
current HP is a lot less than that.
And how many was that a hit off for? Sorry, remind me again.
How much damage did I do? It was
Yeah.
19? Oh, what did I say? 17?
Oh shit.
Do you remember what I said?
17.
Let's say 17.
Oh, 17.
I'm sure we're wrong, but whatever.
Radiant.
Okay.
It's got a shiny carapace that rebounds the spelly. That's what Terrasques do.
I didn't fire a Terrasque. I fired a little dude.
So you see the figure like take the hit, unable to avoid it,
Good.
and struggling to keep hold of the reins of the beast that's kind of they project him from the ends of like a bit that is in the mouth of this feline monstrosity, he manages to keep like steering it, keep his place, but he clearly was wounded by that blow.
Sparkles.
Yeah.
It's so shiny.
I think my next attack against this guy is going to be really easy because he's so sparkly. Because magic.
Anything else on your turn, Ezra?
No, I have no more bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I've got nothing left to give.
So it's now
I'm
Bramble's
uninspired.
turn. Bramble with Boggart.
Oh, actually, sorry.
Oh, you got something? You got something?
Possibly. Oh no, it's an action. No, sorry, it's an action. Nope.
Okay. So as a reaction to being hit by that blow and seeming to sort of stagger this figure on top of the feline monster's head, you see him shrug and then it's almost as if beneath this sparkly outline that's now outlining him against everything else on the battlefield like a beacon, his body seems to darken. You don't know exactly what it is, but he is now seems to be encased in some kind of shell.
Odd.
Yeah, so Bramble, it's your turn, and you have Boggart clinging to your back, like Yoda on Luke in Empire.
Yeah.
It's all in your mind.
What? Yeah, go on.
Size matters not.
I hate you.
Shut up! I regret it. I regret it all.
I have the high ground.
Let go.
That's the wrong Star Wars to reference, Max. Stop it.
Cool. Let me think.
Choices.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna probably go try to cast Twist Bodies. So I'll, on both Warduke and this creature. So if both of them can make a charisma modifier roll.
Okay.
Well, actually, make a wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
On the giant beast and Warduke.
I don't know, on Warduke and
The rider in front of him. Okay, so this is for Warduke. Did you say wisdom?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So that's a 17 for Warduke, and the rider. And a 20 for the rider.
okay. Well, the rider passes, but still takes the damage or half the damage, and Warduke takes full damage. So he takes only 2d6 damage. So he takes 10 necrotic damage, and Warduke is which one's it? Twisted. No, not twisted. Sorry. Warduke is which one did I? Oh crap! My eyes are fading me.
Dead.
Warduke is dead. Broken. The victim cannot make reaction or has disadvantage on wisdom saving rolls for
Okay, so he's disadvantage.
the number of minutes equal to your level. So that for me is 12.
12 minutes, Jesus.
Yeah, so he can't make a reaction for 12 minutes.
Man, that's a fucking hell of a spell.
Yeah, I was trying to use the other one. I kept on failing, which basically I've used on you before, correctly, which drops your weapon.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. Whenever I tried to avoid it, I just fucking failed the roll.
Yeah.
So what was the damage? 10, did you say? 10.
Yeah, it's only 10 necrotic. Yeah, but he can't make reactions for 12 minutes.
So you see, he's hunched and kind of holding on to like the edge of an armored hide or an ear or something, and you see him like racked with the pain, and then fall to one knee, still keeping himself upright by holding on to some part of the beast's head, and he fixes you with his gaze from like behind the pilot of this beast, but he can't do anything. You can see that he's just like pissed off about the fact that you've infected it. So, okay. Anything else on your turn, Brad?
No, that's it.
Okay, so it's now the Honourable Knight's go, which is charging across the city streets towards this beast to meet it head on. What do you guys want to do with this walking statue?
Who's got the thing up?
I've got it up. He has
I got
multi-attack,
it.
slam, hurl, stone, and punt. Oh, I don't punt a cat.
What's its current HP? by the way?
No.
Has anybody made a note of its HP? It did take some hits last time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was in charge of it last week. I think I was in charge of keeping track of Sif's. I've got Sif's hit points, but not anything else.
Craig, you had it, didn't you?
I've not written in any of those down. Let me just check my note page. It's probably on this piece of paper that I've erased. It wasn't massive, was it? But it was like a couple of times it got.
Yeah, it's 365 hit points at the moment. Or like on the well, that's its total. Sorry, I'll bring this.
We'll go. Don't know where his notes are. It's probably taken like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 damage, hasn't it?
Yeah, I do have some like
Judging by the kind of attacks we were receiving.
some values like written down at 45.
That might be actually.
But this is not me. And it's definitely not Sif. So it probably is.
Should we just say it's at 300?
Yep, because that's six minus 65 hit points.
Yeah, because that thing.
He took 0 hits.
I also have the note of male wizard with turban hair.
Helpful.
That was the person. That was the person who kept on hurling us with.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ice guy.
That was my
We'll
most,
find him. We'll find him later on.
most important note. Like, I gotta get that guy.
Fuck that guy up.
I need to make some. I need some paper. Of all things. Ha!
So anyway. So what was the attack? Sorry, I was faffing about there.
Whoa, shit!
Oh, things are getting serious now. The wine's coming out.
Oh.
Did you say you wanted to do a punt?
You still got one.
Yeah.
Sounds
What?
good to me.
Wait, did you finish?
We finished off a wine yesterday.
It's a secret, despite the fact that we're broadcasting this to the entire world.
Yep.
Oh no, what's happened to my fucking pencil?
Oh, that's good noise.
Yeah, someone's doing Foley for us. Or it could be that one of us has just peed.
Yeah.
Well, Max did manage the screen.
I just thought it'd be easier to do it in bowl.
Nasty.
What are we waiting for? I don't know what's going on.
I think we were about to choose. We're just doing a multi-attack, right?
Yeah.
All right,
We're doing multi-attack.
who's doing this then? Someone's got to roll it, guys.
Craig's doing it, right?
Oh, me? I thought
Oh,
I had the stats.
Or was Has doing
You've got a
it?
sheet up, haven't you?
I've got the sheet up here.
Oh, sorry, Has doing
You do it, Has.
My bad.
I was trying to
Someone
find
was doing it.
Yeah.
Is this too much? So who's looking after which of our characters? Has who you got? The
Oh,
honourable.
the honourable one. Yeah.
Who's got Oranax?
I've got Oranak.
Craig.
Okay. That's it, isn't it? That's all we need. Oh, Sif. Who's got Sif?
I have Sif's hit points here, so I guess me.
Also, I do have
Have
Sif
you got the
open.
link to his character sheet if you need to make saves?
No, I've just got minuses. I don't know what the total is.
Right.
I've-
Do you
I've got the character sheet
do you
open.
need the link?
Yeah, if you send me it, that would be helpful.
He sent it on Messenger.
Facebook.
Ah,
Cool. And Max and I will just sit back.
Something to my pen.
So yeah, someone needs to roll an attack.
I'll do two. He makes 2 melee attacks, slam and punt. So that's so it's 18 plus 16 to hit. Half a hit, right?
Well, I don't know. Tell me what the total is.
For the hit. I didn't want to do the math. I was like, no.
Man, if the
I'm not doing math for you. I've got
enough.
enough.
35, then we're all screwed.
I can barely do my own maths.
34 to hit.
Oh, that is it. Yes, yes, indeed.
That's really good.
Yes, yes, indeed. But you know, it's close.
Okay, so
Never tell me the odds.
he takes 3d12 plus 10 bludgeoning damage. Let me just roll that. So 38 bludgeoning damage.
38. Okie doke.
And for its technical, gonna punt that cat.
no!
And that's plus 17 plus 16, which is so that's 33 to attack.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, cool. So it's a bit back and forth with this. 60, 10 plus 10. So that's 35 points. So wait, give me a second. Plus 10? as well? Plus 10. 35 points of bludgeoning damage from that kick.
35. Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So it takes the hits, but intercepting its rampage towards you. But it does not stop its
Motherfucker.
progression. Like it just takes the hits. It just keeps like
Okay.
what's the word where something is bounding? It's
Powering through.
I don't know. There's a specific word I'm looking for that has vacated the premises of my brain.
Prancing.
No, it's anyway. That'll do. Bounding. Bounding sounds so friendly though. It's like wee. It's like it's gambling along, and it's like a pony.
Barreling.
Have you got
But
like
it
a
isn't doing that.
light up nipple boob?
Charging towards you.
No, that's my mic.
Is that it for the honourable knights go? So yeah, is that it? Has
That's a multi-attack,
Yeah.
right?
so this creature collides with the walking statue, and
Did you do 2 attacks, Has?
Yep.
It's multi-attack, right?
Yeah, I did 2. I
You did
kicked
2,
it,
okay,
and
sorry.
I punted it, and I also did the other thing, which is
Sorry.
slam.
So I was
so it opens its jaws, which distend to an extent that's like shouldn't be physically possible. Like it unhinges and opens into a gaping fang-like maw, and as it's like barreling towards the honourable knight, it turns its head in an effort to sort of clamp it in its jaws around its shoulders. So I'm going to make an attack. Let's see what we get. That is a 20 to hit. Is that a hit on the honourable knight?
Yep.
Okay, so I need you to do a strength saving throw, please.
It's only 22.
22, so it fails. So as it bites down on the honourable knight's torso, its fangs scrape across the exterior of its armor plating, which is just stone but looks like armor plating. It's scoring like huge, like rends in the surface, and you take good grief, a lot of dice to roll. Let's see.
200 damage.
Listen to this.
It'll be a lot.
Kind of glad it kicked the cat.
That is 34 points of piercing damage, and you are also knocked prone 20 feet.
Knocked down the
Yeah.
statue.
So the Honourable Knight is smashed backwards, like 20 feet, falls back into the streets and remains of the buildings surrounding this part of the city. And you guys can see like a significant amount of scoring and like across its body from this bite that it did as it smashed into the walking statue. But that's not all.
There's more?
No. And then while the knight's down, it rears up and slashes at its body with one of its claws.
Do you have advantage against prone?
Do any of you guys have like a laser pointer?
I have some glowing horn caps. I don't
That's-
think it quite works like a laser pointer.
That's a 29 to hit.
Jesus.
Oh god. There's even more dice to roll.
Oh, dear.
Just roll one.
I'm surprised they don't just like tell you to roll d20s or something.
Yeah, that would save me a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh.
Also, you get to a certain point where you roll so many dice, and then there stops being any real variance to it. Like 100 d4s. Like, sort of principles. Right.
So that's 42 slashing damage from the first claw attack.
First, what do you mean first?
And then with one of its other claws, like it swipes down again.
Roll with advantage.
That is a 34 to hit, which is a definite hit. I
it's
don't know
weird.
why I bother rolling, to be honest. Like, okay.
I think it's time for a legendary action.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good. That's a good plan.
Oh, I can make 3 legendary actions.
Have you got a legendary uppercut? That'd be great right now.
He does in fact have a swipe attack, doesn't he, Has?
It does.
I reckon.
That is 46 points of slashing damage from the second attack. Then one of its other arms beneath those 2 forepaws also slashes the Honourable Knight while it's down.
This thing has too many attacks. What's going on here?
That is a...
Have we thought what will happen once this thing's dead? Like once the Honourable Knight's been killed? Like,
That's a 26 to hit. Is that still a hit?
The rest of us.
yeah.
Okay.
Is the option of running away still available?
We can only try to run away.
We've got to do a legendary action after this.
It's a shame we couldn't do the weakening breath before this horrible mauling.
Hmm.
It can be used at the end of another creature's turn, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's
Yeah.
49 points of slashing damage from the third attack. And then its other left side paw behind the 2 forepaws also breaks down at no right. And you can see that one knight is significantly damaged. Like it's being reduced. Like there's just great score marks from the claws, great channels running all the way across its body from every strike that it does. Bits of its stone exterior is starting to crumble and fall away. Good God, that is
Guys, I think he's trying to kill us.
What?
a
Why would you be trying to do that?
I don't know.
I don't
It's
think
weird.
it's
Rude doesn't like statue.
Pretty rude.
I'm getting a
that's a
funny-
30
weird
to hit,
feeling.
so that's definitely a hit.
much damage this thing did in one turn.
Well, he's gone from 300 hit points to 185 so
Still
far.
going.
That is 54 points of slashing damage with that.
So it's 131 hit points. From
So,
169.
like what's left of the Honourable Knight's head is basically just like a piece of stone projecting from its shoulders. Most of its facial features and its chest have just been scored and ripped away. So it's just this approximation of a human torso with a little lump for where the head
Just
used
got a scratch.
That's its go. It's now
Legendary
It's
action.
now-
Legendary action.
legendary action. Okay, cool. Go
Yeah,
for
Go,
it.
go, go.
He's gonna swipe him with his sword.
Mhm.
With his,
Oh,
With
Craig, I can't edit this, by the
You're-
way.
You're prone, aren't you?
The SIFs thing.
Sips page, yeah.
Okay.
No, you won't be able to.
I'm just going to message you with the damage you took last week so you can add it.
Yep.
yeah.
What are you doing, Has?
Can I do that, prone? Swing my sword?
Yeah, but with disadvantage because you're
Oh,
prone.
okay, cool. Alright. And, do a bit of
He got a lot of his health gone last week.
Oh shit.
Yikes.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's 34 to hit.
With
That is
disadvantage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
I rolled 19. And I rolled.
I mean, we don't know if that's an accurate
Sounds like.
max hit.
It'll do. It'll do for now, Kat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's 3d12 plus 10. What about-
By the way, I had to quit my music player in the background because I think it was just eating up so much
Oh, is that what was doing it?
CPU that it was tanking.
Oh,
So
Takes
shame.
we've got no music today.
plus 10. It's.
To be honest, we can never hear music anyway.
Yeah.
I've had to turn down my sound on my headphones and my screen brightness because my iPad was like, battery was going down even when it's plugged in. So it's going up now. I was like, oh god, I'm on like 2%.
So if Max vanishes, we know why.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I just
It
checked.
takes 40 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
40. That's good. Okay. So the beast like takes the hits across its underside and some of it like it's the upper arms of its forepaws, and that wound is like a significant injury. Like it bleeds profusely, but then the bleeding stops, and the wounds seem to like suck the blood back inside and partially heal. Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
This seems completely fine.
So what was the damage? Sorry, that I did previously. Was somebody tracking it? Because I forgot to do that, which is bad for me.
No, we got it. To the Honourable Knight.
Yeah. What damage did I do?
169 total.
Yeah.
169.
But we're keeping track of his health.
So that is.
I hope this thing doesn't heal as much as it causes damage or something.
Okay.
Don't like that laugh.
That was an evil cackle.
That was, I don't know. How
Yeah. So you see its wounds like basically knitting themselves back together right before your very eyes.
Right.
It's now Boggart's go. So what are you doing?
Kill it,
I'm
On
gonna
Bramble's
cast,
shoulders.
I'm gonna cast firewall like around the two creatures on top of its head.
Okay.
Is this cat an actual cat? So does it actually have fur?
Yeah, it does.
Fleshy.
Mhm.
So what was the fur burn? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Alright,
do enough damage.
It's gonna get a little halo.
I mean, you don't know how resilient this creature's fur is to things. You don't know
True,
yet.
that's true.
We
Find out.
can make a nice fur coat out of a cat.
Make a dex saving throw for both of those guys.
Okay.
It depends whether you want
Big scary
the
monster. not
creature
like
to take it as well, because I'm casting it on the creature's like head.
I will. Okay, so that is a 24 nat, but a nat 20 from Warduke. So he sees it coming, and you see him just disappear again. Like he just like a portal opens up around like a rift in reality. It just envelops him, and he disappears.
He can't do reactions.
It's not a reaction.
There you go.
It's a prepared spell, like a pre-prepared spell. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
For being
You
a
don't
wuss, that's what it is.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have to justify myself. I'm the fucking
No, you don't.
Okay.
There's a spell called contingency or something like that.
I'm not
Certain
going to reveal my
conditions.
secrets to you, Michael Picton.
Conditions from that it casts the spell.
That is a
I don't remember if that's in 5th edition or not.
13. That is a failure, I believe, for the pilot of on the beast's head.
This is your captain here. I'm about to get bumped.
Okay. So that's an okay. And it rolls a 12. The beast did. So I'm assuming the beast fails, and so does the rider. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they take. I just worked this out. 12, 15, 18, 20. They take 22 fire damage.
22. Okay.
And the fire doesn't disappear, it stays.
Yeah. So. So the beast suddenly snarls and raises its head up as this circle of fire erupts like a crown around its the top of its head, and you can see fur and skin visibly singeing and burning where it manifests. But then it shakes its head, and I need to. This. Bear with me. I need to research this.
What colour is this cat?
It's like a russet kind of gingery reddish brown.
Oh my
man,
god. I know who this is.
Who's it?
It's fucking Trundle.
The Trundle?
It's Trundle.
Wait, what colour was Trundle?
You say that in character. You're in a hole at the minute, Gregory.
That's right.
You're out of a hole.
It's Trundle!
Okay, what level is this spell that you cast, Boggart?
It is a 4th level.
Oh my
So it's
god.
4.
And it's a concentration, if that makes any difference.
So I just rolled a 22 to dispel it. So that I have to beat a 14. So as it shakes its head, the spell just is just winked out immediately, the smoke just evaporates.
Oh, good.
I hate you.
You say that a lot.
Okay, anything else on your turn?
No, that's my turn.
But you can see that the rider
Oh my god.
is still smouldering from the injury that it received. So it did affect them. It wasn't wasted necessarily. It did its required damage.
That's fine. They'll have their chance.
Oh god.
it is now Kayla's turn, unless you want to do something else.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay. We could try more fire.
Fire is good.
Yeah, because my plan was to fill the hole with more fire, but the fire hole is not there.
Like a donut with more filling.
Yeah.
So,
Make a new fire hole.
Kayla,
With
well,
blackjack.
before you do anything in terms of the attack, can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Yes. 15?
15. Yeah, that's more enough. So there's something familiar about the figure riding on the head of this cat, and also the beast itself. And you recognise
Oh
that
no.
it suddenly occurs to you as you've had more time to study it, this in close proximity, and it is in fact Trundle. It was a Hote's Fey companion,
Yeah.
the Fey cat Trundle, now mutated and enlarged to gargantuan proportions, and the rider is actually a Hote.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
No.
Your former druid companion from another plane.
Oh, fuck.
Some have gone bad. You don't know what happened to cause this, but he is commanding Trundle to wreak havoc upon Waterdeep.
Oh, he drank the Kool-Aid, guys.
Drink the fucking Kool-Aid. Guys, does that look like a Hote to you?
So only you and Cray Cray
Oh shit.
know who a
Of
Hote
course.
is, because he was one of the original party members
Yeah, I
when the
didn't
Misfits
say that.
first formed.
You could say that. I mean,
Well, I'll be like,
How good Cray Cray's hearing?
Actually, Ezra
true,
would
might
know
know,
if
yeah,
never met
yeah.
because Ezra did sort of study the Misfits before meeting up.
Oh yeah, so
Oh,
you
I
would
guess,
know of
yeah.
him then. Yeah. So
Bradley would probably.
Kayla says that, you would be like, oh, yeah.
Bradley might also know because he's an Inquisitor, so he was sent after Chupa, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. So yeah, you would probably know of him. You would know who a Hote is. Bogart hasn't got a clue.
well, I think that
Yeah,
might be.
either.
It looks like. I'm pretty sure that's a Hote. I don't know what's going on. Why? How has this happened?
oh man.
Oh no. Maybe. Oh.
Well, I don't think he means well for us or the rest of this city, so we're going to
Yeah,
have
I
to
feel
stop
like we can't exactly
There's
rationalize with him right now. Am I close enough to cast detect thoughts on a Hote? Or oh no, I think I've got to touch him to do that, don't I? Hold on.
Does
think
Kayla
so,
remember
yeah.
that a Hote is like really flammable? He was like
Especially
a
in
leaf.
gas form.
Yeah, he was like a dry leaf, if I remember rightly.
Try and think.
Oh, he did turn into a gas form a lot, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was gaseous form. Yeah.
Oh, he was mostly invisible and a gaseous form. Bless.
I think you've got 30 feet if you want to use detect thoughts.
I
You
just
know-
want to.
She
I
has
want
a
to-
longer range than detect thoughts.
You'd have to
With
get
the
much
fireball.
more.
Okay. Yeah.
Just killing Kayla.
You
Okay.
hit your friend no more.
We don't have time for
We don't have time to
silent
consider this.
chit-chat.
It's true.
There's
It's
no
true.
chance to reminisce.
Nope. Well, I was gonna see if he's flammable. That's what I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna do fireball then.
Fireball.
That's entirely acceptable.
Oh look, it's my friend
Fireball.
from the past. Let's burn.
So is that going to hit the big creature as well?
Yeah, I'm going for like top of the head, where they both are. He's with the big bad, the bad one that hurts us a lot.
Is
That's
Warduke
hard to
full on
kill.
teleported? Or is he still there?
Wait, he's the one who took Chupa, isn't he?
He took a few people.
He took
Yeah,
Chupa and
apparently.
he had the heads of
Twig and
Boss.
Boz.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay. Something weird's going on. Explode first, ask questions later. That's the Misfit way.
Knock them unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got to do. I'm going to aim it, towards where they both are on the top of the head.
Okay, so Warduke has disappeared.
Okay.
He opened up a rift in reality and stepped through it, and he's now gone.
Okay.
As far as we know.
Well, top of the head still.
So the Hote and Mega Bramble, Mega Trundle, sorry.
Mega Trundle, yeah. So it's Dex saving.
Okay. So I'll do a Hote first. Dark Hote.
Dakota.
That is an 18 for her Hote, and
Okay.
for the creature, it is a 7. Only a 7.
Okay, so the Hote takes half and full for the kid.
Never Trundle.
So it's 28 total. So 28 and then
14
14.
for
Yeah.
Hote.
Fire damage, by the way.
Oh, fire.
Nobody ever wondered what type of damage you were using.
It's not water
Just in
damage.
case. Just in case.
It's the one time you use your chromatic orbs to change it, we'll just be surprised and be like, what?
I know, yeah. Wait, what?
Okay, so both of them take the hit, are enveloped by the flames and visibly scorched by the effect, but they're both still standing and aggressing, towards you. There's no change in their demeanour. They're still actively malicious towards you and the city. Anything else?
I'm not within range, I think.
You want to say anything to a Hote?
Can he hear me?
Yeah, probably. Shout
We're
loud.
swooshing around.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't think he'll be able to hear you, then
Might be
No.
No, I'm going to leave it for now.
The
I need
roaring
to-
of the fire that
Don't you
you
have thaumaturgy as a tiefling?
yeah, you can make your
Okay.
voice boom.
Oh, yeah, I can. I don't know what to say.
Tell him to
What,
stand
you bitch?
down.
What the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man?
Hey, the fuck?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
So in response, a Hote screams at you. It's your fault my sister is dead!
I don't remember.
Burn this world! Burn you all!
He had a sister.
You got a sister?
So long, I can't
Be more
remember.
specific.
He probably told us that when he was gaseous form and he couldn't communicate.
Was it one of the little kids?
I know, right? I was about to say.
Probably a
Kid
kid.
Mallory
Do you,
killed his sister.
do you want me to remind you of a Hote's backstory?
He had a backstory.
So the reason why he was in this realm, having come from his home plane, was that his sister was captured by interplanar slavers and sold to somebody in the Forgotten Realms, and he was in pursuit of his sister, trying to find and
Did he ever
liberate.
tell any of this?
And
No.
he left your party after a few adventures, after the Daggerford incursion by the cult of Faerun, and to go and try and find his sister, because he got a clue as to where they might be, which was Fae. And you don't know what has happened to him since then. Like, you haven't heard anything, and so something pretty terrible has obviously occurred to turn him this way. Though he was always a bit of an odd and curmudgeonly figure anyway. So, probably wouldn't have taken much to prod him into the dark side.
God damn.
Well, if you'd stayed with us, we could have helped.
It's because of you this is all happening! You morons!
How dare... more!
Rude!
What about all the sisters that your great monstrosity might be killing underneath its feet as it walks.
I care nothing for other people's sisters now. This world needs to be wiped from the face of reality.
Well, you've got some issues to work through, my friend.
My only issue is with all of you.
I barely know you.
You're guilty by association, fool.
Someone else throw a fireball, please.
If I could.
Who's next?
It's Cray Cray's go now if you don't want to do anything else, Caleb.
I'm good, I don't think I could do anything else.
Have you been keeping track of things that you've been doing with your whip, by the way, in relation
Yeah,
to
I haven't lit it up yet.
Yeah. Well, no,
I'm I know.
just keep on top of that.
I will.
Okay, Cray Cray, can you do a perception check to see if in this tunnel that you're digging for yourself to find Khan, you can hear any of this going on? Because you do have, like, supernatural hearing, so...
Oh shit!
Nat 20.
It's a nat 20!
Alright, so yeah, you pause for a second in your excavation to hear like all of this commotion and shouted conversation going on a few, like 100 feet above you or something. But it's now your turn, so you're going to continue to just dig down into the rubble to find...
I need to even the odds.
Okay.
Just
So
to prove.
Ezra would have told you roughly how far down it would be, and so I mean, let's say it will take you it's like 4 turns to dig to far enough down to try and find the cavity where it may be contained. So you've got to, if you want to continue digging, you're going to have to do another strength athletics check to get further down into the debris.
Yeah, I'll do this.
It's a heartbeat, random heartbeat.
Where did that come from?
What was that noise? Strength athletics, you say?
Yeah.
That is 31.
That's good, yeah. So you make it even further. You're just like throwing lumps of rock and pieces of like large pieces of bone out from around you, and amongst all the other various bits of rubble, like timber and etc. There might even be some dead bodies that you're having to like shift to the side to create a space.
Out of the way, Jeff!
Sorry.
Simon, go away!
So it's now Sif's go. So he's currently on the back of Oranax with you guys, I'm assuming. Oh no, he's not, is he? What did you decide to do with him? Did he get on?
We would have put
Yeah,
him on Warren.
Yeah. So he's on Oranax, flying through the air a relative distance away from Megatrundle.
Who's this, Sif?
Yeah. So who wants to pilot him?
He has burning hands.
Do
Apparently,
you want to do it,
yes,
Craig? Because you didn't really get to have a turn, did you? Just with digging. So.
Can do. He should probably heal. He is literally nearly dead.
Oh yeah, cool.
Is he still got one of the potions?
Oh. Because he was the one who rolled down the back of the previous thing, got fucked up. Was that him? Was you? What happened?
I used all mine.
Oh, I don't know if he's used all his.
I've got one left. I was gonna give it to you.
Is it greater healing? No, is it superior?
I've got a potion of superior healing, and I have a gummy.
The gummy, yeah.
I can give you the gummy and
Was that 8d8? 8d4, sorry. Superior, it is, isn't it?
Can we use those bonus actions?
Potion of superior healing is 8d4 plus 8. I was going to give one to Ezra if he was...
Yeah, can we use those gummy things as bonus actions?
Yes, you can.
Is it? It's a bit late, but could I have done that as my bonus action?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Was it 8d8?
84.
If everyone was going to pull out what a vial for Ezra, then he's eating his own and he's going to... okay. Put it back.
Yeah.
That won't be nice to this guy.
If he does that as a bonus action, then we'll have to do something else as normal. What has he got?
Yes, Searing Bolts and Searing Sunburst.
I don't know if he actually has them. I think that's part of the monk school. It was on that by default, so I don't know if he actually does have that. Unless he has it today. He'd probably just, I don't know, doesn't really sound like a Sith thing to do, but the only thing you could do is get on it and start punching it somewhere.
Yeah. You can like jump down and just like, you know.
Unless this thing's got a butthole, right?
It's a cat, of course.
Beneath its tail, probably.
I mean, if he's got like, if he has
try
got,
and engage a Hote,
Yeah, you can try to engage a Hote.
could do. Isn't that area like on fire?
No.
It's not.
It's only-
The creature
only-
dispelled the wall of fire on its head.
Yeah.
Kayla just hits it with a
I was
fire.
like,
Oh, okay. So it's not sustained fire then.
No.
wait for a little bit while the hair burns off, but once that's gone.
Got a ball patch. Just like right there.
like a monk.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it.
The smell of burning hair. Ugh.
He'll be down there in the muck of it, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. He's going to jump down and try and punch Dark Ahote
Okay.
whilst chewing
Jahote.
on a jelly baby.
Did you find the baby Khan?
So,
Not yet.
no,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
using Sith at the minute and still digging down. So,
Oh, okay.
can one of you, whoever is controlling Oranax, can you just make 2 dex saving, consecutive dexterity acrobatics saves for me, please? Because he's got to get close enough to the head to deposit Sith onto it, the crown to face off against the Hote. You're going to have to avoid its limbs as it's swiping at Oranax as he's soaring.
Rolled
Is this
18.
a ability check or a saving throw?
Saving throw, please.
Add 4 and add D4 as well.
Okay, I rolled 18 and a
Nice. So Oranax deftly just weaves underneath the paws as they strike out into the air to try and bring him down. And he's like, "You'll have to do better than that, Gladio!" And he's like, "Get him!" he says to Sif, and Sif can jump down onto the head without issue. He's a monk. He's got acrobatic, like
Can you do some sort of like
flying.
Superman punch or something?
Yeah, if he wants to, if he hits. So roll to
You can do
attack.
like a Luke Hangs, but just like
The mid-air bicycle.
bicycle kick. Yeah. I have to do my fingers. I can't do it any other way.
In the original more cover though, isn't it just like he's a static fig sprite? Doesn't make any animation. He just goes.
Oh, no, that's a different one. He's got 2. He's got the bicycle kick, and he's also got the whoa.
Is it Sif who's attacking?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want me to roll or
Yeah. If you've got, yeah, you do it.
what
You've
do
got the stats. Up.
what do we decide he's doing?
So I guess just a melee attack,
The unarmed
but
strike.
roll with advantage because he's got that amulet.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank God.
I didn't give him bless though. So.
16. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oof.
Do we need to keep track of how many times we've rolled with advantage?
Yes, please.
The kitty cat kaiju in person.
Where's my eggs? There we go.
Alright. Make your cat roll initiative.
Ooh. He's a monk, right? Oh, he's got all kinds of shit.
Cat versus cat.
8. So that's 8. What? whatever damage his fists do, who fucking knows? Magical damage.
That on the character sheet.
Well, this one does radiant damage, but I don't know if Pat's does.
Yeah, let's say it does. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just use what you've got.
Okay, and then
So what's the damage?
it was 8.
8. Okay.
And then I guess he'll use a key point or whatever.
Yeah.
And do his flurry of blows.
Oh, I forgot. It's too late now. But you would have had advantage on that first attack anyway because he was sparkly.
Oh yes, true. Do you have to roll to do this hit again? After taking constitution?
Yeah, you have to roll another attack.
And it gives you 2 more unarmed strikes. Okay.
I'm just imagining like a slow motion like hit and just like as you hit it, like sparkles just fly out.
Yeah.
Instead of blood, it's just glitter.
So 20 to hit, non-natural 20 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So there's. So that first one is 6. I just rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
Roll all the damage dice.
How many would that? So it's a damage dice, then it's 2 more damage dice. So roll 3. Ooh, that's 40. 22.
22.
Yeah.
So Sif like leaps down and it does like a mid-air punch on a Hote, which staggers him back, and then as he lands, he just like closes in and just goes boom, 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 and delivers multiple other blows. And Sif notices that a Hote's body is covered in like bark-like armor all over, but as he lands the hits, the armor shatters and splinters away from his body, revealing like his flesh underneath, still clothed, obviously, but and he strikes those vulnerable points as well. And a Hote is brought to his knees, like coughs up blood, like it's like, I failed you all. I failed my family. And then he sinks into Trundle's body. It's like the flesh starts to sort of form over a Hote, and he just disappears into Mega Trundle's.
What the hell?
What the fuck happened?
And then and then Mega Trundle swipes a clawed paw up at where Sif is on its head. So it's going to make an attack.
Well, that was disturbing.
Jesus. That's 26 to hit. I'm assuming that hits on Sif. Does he have any reaction-y? I don't think deflect missiles going to cut this guy.
Palm it off.
Oh my god.
So he's going to take.
Even after that superior potion, he's not in a good position.
You take 39 points of slashing damage as its talons like perforate his body. Is he still standing?
He's got 2 hit points left.
So his guts are almost ripped out of his body by the blow, and he's staggered back, and bleeding profusely. You can see that Sif is just struggling to hold his intestines in, and blood is pouring from the wounds. He's like,
Pat's gonna be so mad if we kill this character.
He's a half-orc, right? He'll be okay, actually. He's a half-orc. He's got a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What it's called. But,
okay, so is that it for Sif?
Yes.
Yeah. He's dead.
It's now Oranax's go. So he's kind of like flying like roughly over the top of the creature's head, which is like a short distance above it.
Oh shit,
When-
Aaron, sorry.
What?
He's got two attack actions per turn.
So do some more if you want to. Do some more attacks on the beast's head.
I'm so
He
sorry.
uses his intestines to strangle it.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Hardcore.
17, does that hit?
No, unfortunately not.
There we go, the fates were sealed.
But to be honest, let me say this: he's on the giant beast's head.
Yeah.
So how can he miss? Let's say they're auto hits
Okay.
because it's
Unless
huge.
it's the hide is too tough and there's blows.
Okay, all right, yes. So roll with advantage then. Let me give you that.
Oh, well, I've got advantage. I should have rolled with advantage anyway.
Yeah, you should have rolled with advantage anyway.
18.
No, so you just can't penetrate through the beast's like extremely dense hide, and the fur is so thick. The fibers, like the weave of the fibers, also adds like an additional barrier before you can get to the flesh beneath. Anything else? Has he got another attack?
No, he's just spitting blood everywhere.
Is that it then? I thought he had 2 more actions.
Well, I'd already attacked
Well, that
previously.
was the
hadn't
second one, I think.
Yeah, I just didn't
What
do
was
the
the
second.
first one? Oh, right.
Yeah, I used the bonus actions of an attack, which he has with his
Okay.
key points. So
So it is Oranax's turn. So who's piloting the dragon?
That was-
is that me as well? Oh my
So what do you
god!
want him to do? Yeah, you can do it if you want, Craig, because you've not really had a turn with Craig, have you? So
Who else has got the dragon stats though? Because I don't want to like hog everything.
Max, do you want to do the
Sure.
dragon?
Okay, I'll do it. I've got my
I
penny.
don't have it at the moment, so. But,
Did we want to do the weakening breath thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because that
I
was
think so.
okay. Yeah. So Oranax is going to like lift his head back and
Were we supposed to try to recharge any of his stuff?
You have to at the beginning of the turn. If it requires a recharge, you have to roll a d6 and
We did
get the
succeed
appropriate
before. So
Okay,
yeah,
we got it. Okay.
we did. Yeah. How close are we actually? Before I do this.
well,
We just swooped down to drop off.
yeah,
So
you're probably
it's,
about
pretty
20
close.
feet above the top
Oh,
of its
plenty,
head,
yeah.
something like that.
Near its head, yeah.
Yeah.
So Oranax is going to aim for Trundle Mouth and try
Okay.
and like do a blast into his face, hopefully
Got the next
getting the
one.
mouth.
Okay.
Can you do a strength saving throw, Aaron?
Yeah.
So, Oranax is like King Ghidorah, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes.
That is a 22.
Ha! You fail.
Okay.
So you now have a blast of weird weakening breath, whatever the fuck that looks like. Does it go into the facey mouth area?
Yeah, so as like Megatrundle is like screeching in rage at Hote's defeat, Oranax chooses this moment to like unleash this like breath attack straight into its gullet.
So you now have disadvantage on strength-based attack rolls, strength checks, and strength saving throws for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds.
10 rounds. Okay, cool. Anything else for Oranax?
I don't think he has bonus actions, does he? No.
No?
Can he fly back towards Sif? Sif on
He's
the back
right
of its
above him, so he could probably use the rest of his movement to get a bit lower and try and pick him up if you want.
Yeah, if not him, then one of you guys, because Sif
So-
is going to die.
Make a Dex Acrobatics check for me, please.
With Oranax.
Yeah.
That is a huge 8.
Oh dear. So no, he doesn't make it. So Sif like drops just as Oranax swipes to try and grab him in a claw and misses him, and then Megatrundle swipes up with one of its paws in an effort to rake across Oranax's torso. Let's see what he gets. That's probably not going to hit actually. 22 to hit.
22 is his AC.
Okay, so it does hit. So it just catches Oranax as he's trying to rescue Sif across his chest.
Sorry, guys.
That is a 48 points of slashing damage on Oranax.
Shitty death.
Okay. Is that it for Oranax's turn? I believe it is, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what... So he's now gone, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, so a hazard is going to happen as a consequence of all of this going on in the city, and I've just realised I've left the document in the other room, so give me...
Bring back Turban Wizard.
Yeah.
Well, don't bring back Turban Wizard.
Ah, he's
Bring
killed.
him back. Kill him. That's all right. Kill him. Hello. Should be home.
Bye. And he's there.
Just found a blanket in the shape of a fried egg.
I'm back! Okay, so let's see what happens.
Are you eating a blanket in the shape of a tortilla wrap?
Yes.
I think it's cool.
Taco.
Stampede. Blimey, what's this?
No, that sounds bad. Let's not have that.
Okay, so you see a number of people like in the streets below, like amongst all the ruins and chaos that's going on as these giants are fighting, running around, trying to escape from being trampled by Megatrundle. Can each of you make a strength saving throw, please?
Everyone on Oranax gets +4 and +d4.
But it's for these pedestrians. It's not for
right.
you.
Oh.
So just a flat saving throw, please.
Oh, what saving throw?
Do they have a modifier?
Strength. They have.
Oh,
Yeah, -4.
I hope they've got a modifier.
They have a modifier of 0.
12.
Oh, God.
Well, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, well done, Matt. You saved us.
I saved one of them. It was one of the kids that I wanted.
Yeah, so a number of the. So what did you all get? Sorry, what was that?
6.
So
1.
12.
anybody else get above 15?
Nope.
19.
So only one person amongst all of them, as they're running as a group.
Looks
What
like
did you get? Sorry?
19.
Haz and Cat got above 15.
No, hasn't Max. wasn't it?
Yeah, I got.
I did not get above 15.
Okay, so two of the 6 people at the head of this group rushing to try and escape from being crushed under one of Megatrundle's paws, managed to get just ahead of its talons and dive to the floor as its paw comes down and splatters this group of pedestrians.
Hey, what Joel?
Did I roll for their fate?
You did.
Oh no.
You're responsible for this.
And I would like each of you that failed to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
As our characters.
Yeah.
What? I'm digging.
Everyone's on Oranax
Oh,
get
God.
+4 and +d4.
Wisdom save, you say?
23.
10.
I'm very wise.
23.
Oh no.
What about the rest of you?
10.
Oh, that's a failure.
So
Everybody else?
despite all those buffs, only 14.
So all of you that failed have got to do this. So, what did you get, Ezra?
Just 14.
14. Okay, so those of you that failed, you are shaken by witnessing these poor people being like so casually
I'm just heartless.
terminated, and you're going to have disadvantage on all of your rolls over the next round. So just for one round, you'll have disadvantage on your rolls.
Oh man, I'm digging a hole.
Yeah.
How did I even see that?
You heard it, Craig, with your superior hearing. You heard
curse.
the screaming and the
Curse
sound of
these
their
ears.
bones being crushed and their bodies squelching as they were crushed with Trundle's paw. So who wants to roll a D100 to see what the accumulated damage of the allies arrayed against these beasts on the ground might
I'll
be?
give it a roll.
Not
Yeah.
me.
I rolled a 57.
57,
Gotta be
okay.
good.
It's nothing to snort at. That's pretty good.
Middle of the road.
Okay, so various attacks, like a volley of projectiles and magical attacks, are like a blast and penetrate Megatrundle's body, and it like jerks and flinches from being struck by some of these. It takes noticeable damage from these blasts and bolts from ballistas, etc. And then it's back to the top of the round. So I think we'll pause there and resume next time, because you guys have got to go to bed, haven't you? So I don't know what it is you need to do. I don't know why you need to go to bed at 10 o'clock. I've forgotten. I'm sorry.
Normal bedtime is 9, so...
Jesus.
Who are you?
Normal.
I get up at 6.
Yeah.
Mine is 11 on a good day.
Is it? Wow.
God, you're all so
was-
middle-aged.
Mine's 10:30.
I
woke
tried
up,
to
like,
be in bed
4
by 10.
times with Faye last night.
Oh man.
Oh.
You got kids, it's different. I go to sleep at 10:30 and I wake up like 5 just to go to the gym. I'm like, just so I can get out of the way.
Good God.
But that's 7.5 good hours of sleep.
Yeah.
There's a big
Oh,
difference
of course
between
there's a
good
difference.
sleep and terrible sleep.
Of course there is.
It's true.
Cool. Thanks for playing, everyone. We'll try and fix the problems we've had before next time, but I'm not confident. So
I mean, it's been smooth. The
we
rest of
managed to
the
get at least one episode streamed out of the recent.
Yeah,
It's been working pretty well.
Yeah. So I mean, if anybody's watching, thank you for persisting through this via our
Yeah.
problems.
Hello there,
and,
whoever you are.
yeah, whoever. 1d4+1 said hello to us in the chat. So
Hey!
Yay!
yeah.
Oh man, we're not dead.
And watch them, because they're also good. They're all good and great people. They also stream D&D. So 1d4+1. They're on everything: YouTube, Twitch, etc., etc. They have podcasts and the streams of multiple different games. We're playing the module Invasion from the Planet of Terrasques by James Introcaso, which is available to buy on the Dungeon Masters Guild. We've obviously warped and perverted it to suit the narrative of our campaign, but the fundamental basis for this is from that adventure. So if you like what we've been doing to it, in its pure form, it's probably a lot more cohesive and and less OP. I thought all the balance it up. My adventures are also available on Dungeon Masters Guild if you want to be kindly donate to the fund of Aaron, because I need it, please.
Food bank things.
Please buy my stuff.
The
There's the Fox and the Fae, Crafters with Gremlins, and then there's also the Blood Ties anthology, which my adventure, The Crimson Well, features as part of. And there's 12 other excellent adventures as part of that release, which are all worthy of your time. So if you would be kind enough to to sling some shekels my way and theirs, that'd be great. Anyway, we'll be back this week. I'm now going to try and launch the outro. The theme wasn't working last time, so I don't know if it's going to work. One of you guys who's watching the stream will have to tell me.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, let me know. So here it goes. So be kind, be creative, play D&D. Goodbye.
Bye.
Here goes.